Kindergarten Flag Day celebration. I just want to start with a few announcements, just reminders of exits at the front and also in the back here. I want to start first. Does anyone want to give a big wave to their grown-ups that they see? Yeah, pretty excited. I want to just share a few important people that are here. I want to start with our new superintendent for schools, Mr. Michael Burke. He's here joining us. His name is Warren. Welcome. Flag Day is a long-standing tradition here in Rhinebeck, so we're happy to have you part of it. Anyone here in the audience, have you been in a Flag Day concert yourself? Nice. You do. I also want to welcome Nikki Barker from our Board of Education. Welcome back. I've come from Dana Warren. I also want to give a thank you to Mr. Golden. He's up there recording on the balcony. And just a reminder, all of our district events, the videos, not only are on LMC TV. You see him up there? Okay, now stand tall. You're on camera. It'll also be shared on our website, so you'll be able to show this to family and friends at home. I want to give a special thank you to our music teacher, Caitlin Clark, for the joy of music she brings throughout the year. I want to thank our custodians who every year find this big flag and put it up for us and help make the space, and just for what they do all year long. But thank you to our custodial staff. I want to recognize our kindergarten teachers for what they do all year long, especially in a grade like kindergarten, welcoming them into the district and getting them ready, because you are soon to be first graders. So thank you, kindergarten team. But let's give a special acknowledgement to Mrs. Levin, who's retiring after 25 years. For the ladies in the office that you see who help everything run smoothly, but particularly Mrs. Hutchinson. So Debbie's here after 27 years. She is retiring, and she was probably your first point of contact when your kindergartner started in the district. She welcomed you, she helped guide you right into start. I mean, she's amazing. She's the go-to gal for everything. She's here this morning as a grandparent. Her granddaughter is here. So her children were in the Flag Day concert, now her granddaughter. But I want to give her a special shout out and recognition. We love you. So without further ado, this is a small kindergarten class, only 81 students. That's unusual. We go back up to close to 120 next year. But this 81, they're gonna pack a punch this morning. You will hear them well. So sit back and enjoy. Those of you standing, I do invite you, if any kids want to sit on the floor, or the young at heart, feel free to sit on the floor to get up closer. Enjoy.
Good morning, kindergartners. Are you ready? Yeah! Awesome. All right, we're going to say a big good morning and welcome to your friends and family on the count of 3. We got 1, 2, 3. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stay standing for the singing of the Star Spangled Banner. kindergarten. So we are going to start by introducing our first kindergarten class, which is KCL. KCL, you want to give your friends and family a wave so they can see you? All right, nice. All right, and you are going to teach us a little bit about the design of our American flag. Are you ready? Yeah. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Kindergarten class, which is KKZGG. KKZGG. Give your friends and family a big wave. Okay, and you are going to teach us a little bit about all those wonderful colors on the flag. Are you ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. introduce our third kindergarten class, which is KLD. KLD. To your friends and family, and you are going to tell us just a little bit more about June 14th. Are you ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. our fourth kindergarten class, which is KMS. KMS, can you give everybody a wave so they can see you? All right, and you're going to tell us a couple of reasons we're thankful. Are you ready? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. KLW. KLW, give your big wave to our family. Okay, and you're gonna help us say thank you and introduce the last song. Are you ready? Yes. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. make our path for them again, and then if you're going to field day, enjoy. It's nice, it's sunny, it's warm, it's perfect. Say bye-bye.